Is that any different? Today we are talking about standing versus sitting. Which one is better for sport performance? And the answer, like pretty much everything else in this world, is that it depends. Are you a weightlifter or a powerlifter? You should probably spend most of your resting time sitting. Are you a CrossFit athlete or a runner? You might get some more benefit out of standing most of your time. The conclusions I've drawn on this topic mostly come from anecdotal evidence, meaning that they come from my experience, but I have a little bit of background information to draw on, and we are actually together going to find some more information to help settle on a good answer for this topic. All right, the computer glasses are on. Let's do our due diligence here and look at some reputable sources that will hopefully help us come to a proper conclusion. So, Google, does standing all day fatigue you? Boom, perfect. Can working in a standing position cause health problems? Natural human posture by itself poses no particular health hazard, makes sense, and there are benefits, and we will go into that in a little bit. Working in a standing position on a regular basis can cause sore feet, swelling of the legs, varicose veins, general muscular fatigue, low back pain, stiffness in the neck and shoulders. Insufficient blood flow accelerates the onset of fatigue and causes pain in the muscles of the legs, back, and neck. Fair enough. Okay, makes sense to us. We know that when you're standing, your legs are working, there's a contraction going on, same with your low back, your core, etc. That all makes sense, and naturally that should cause some fatigue. Let's see if we can find a study that helps prove this. Let's see what we got. National Library of Medicine. There are authors. Cool, this is a study. Let's check it out. Summary/conclusions. The studies consistently reported increased reports of low back pain, physical fatigue, muscle pain, leg swelling, tiredness, and body part discomfort due to prolonged standing. Benefits of standing all day. Boom. Oh, I spelled that wrong. That's okay. All right, 7 benefits of standing at work. Burns calories, gives you an energy burst, improves posture, reduces back pain, helps with wrist position, keeps circulation going, boosts your mood and focus. I think we can agree that these are all true. But let's compare the average person to a athlete. If I'm an athlete, I'm already beating my body to hell training. I need rest and recovery. If I have a heavy squat session or a heavy deadlift session, I am fatigued, and if I want to be ready and adapted and improved for the next squat or deadlift session, I need to recover. And if we are fatiguing ourselves doing other things, that's preventing us from recovering. If I'm an average person though, these benefits severely outweigh the fatigue piece of it, because I'm not getting fatigued to begin with. Burning calories, I probably need that if I'm an average person. Gives you an energy burst. I think we can all agree that exercise and sport gives you energy boosts. Being active gives you an energy boost. If you're so active that you're reaching your capacity for volume and intensity, then of course your energy is going to go down, you're going to need more sleep, you could potentially be overtrained, etc. Alright, I think that's enough. I think you guys get the idea. In fact, I would argue that most athletes would benefit from spending most of their time sitting or laying down. If I'm an athlete, I'm putting all of my energy into my sport. If I'm a good athlete, if I want to be very good at my sport, I have to put a ton of energy into that activity. Ideally, as much as possible, let me rephrase that, as much as I am physically capable of recovering from. That's how much work I'm putting into my sport. How do we make sure that we can put in the most volume and intense work possible for our sport so that we can continue to get better at it? Well, you spend all of your time resting, and you put less effort into other things outside of that activity. My girlfriend asks me to go on walks almost every day, and I love going on walks with her, but I know that it's drawn a little bit of extra energy from my body that I don't necessarily want to spend, especially because she wants to walk for 45 minutes plus, which can be taxing if you're moving around that much. Now let's take the flip side of the discussion. I said at the beginning that I think CrossFit athletes might benefit from standing all day or walking around a little bit more than someone who's sedentary. And the reason I would say that is because in competition for CrossFit, you are doing multiple events. If I go to the CrossFit Games, my competition spans multiple days, tons of events. So I need to be able to handle a lot of volume, a lot of workload. So CrossFit athletes do a ton of stuff, and they do a lot of different stuff. I have to keep in mind though that when I am doing strength work, exercises that are going to cause muscle damage, there needs to be a repair period. If there's not a repair period, the muscles stay beat down, they don't recover, they essentially degenerate, they atrophy. I somehow got through that whole video and forgot to make an outro. But regardless, that's all I have to say on the topic. I hope that makes sense to you guys. You just have to remember that there are some cases where sitting or laying down more often throughout the day can really benefit your body, and other cases where standing more often can benefit your body. So just base it on what you do in your day-to-day life and what activity or sport you are engaged in. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more stuff like this. I'll see you guys in the next one.